Hello, friends. The situations that you are in may not be in favor of you. Sometimes it may go against you. Situations are not in our control. Situations are very much dynamic and it changes time to time. So, what can we do? What we can do is we should not expect that the situation will always be in our favor. It may differ, it may change. So we have to cope up with the situation. We have to assess the situation. We have to try to understand the situation. Then we have to make necessary plan according to the situation, and we must solve the issues. We must try to come out of the situation. That is what we have in our hands. If we are in thinking, like if we think like that, why the situations are not in our favor, why the situation is not favoring us, or why can't we be in a very good situation, then it is like a kind of a negative, or it's a very different way of thinking, a low thinking. Those who really want development, those who really want growth in their life, they never think like that. They always act like whatever the situations, I will definitely work, and I will definitely find out a way, and I will come out. Why I'm talking about this is because nowadays, okay, young generation people, they are facing a tremendous problem related to unemployment, related to jobs, related to recruitment, related to financial stability, access to resources. So when they complete their graduation, they do not find any way. So it is not like that there are no opportunities, there are no solutions. As you know, and as you can see there, that all the countries nowadays, doing trade, like all are connected, exchanging or importing or exporting resources, manpower, everything. It means now we are in a situation, this is called a globalization, where every country is doing trade with every other countries, and all the nations are coming together and making deals or making MOUs, and they are actually working together on different projects, particularly the manpower, services, soft power, and physical resources. So we, the human being, we have to find out our way, that how can we actually be absorbed in the industry, how can we be hired by organizations, or how can we start our own organization. Otherwise, what will you do? You have no option. Actually, no one is going to feed you after a certain period. You have to make your living. So this is a very practical thing. If you try to deny it, then you will definitely actually kind of like waste your time, and you will come to certain point of your life where you will see you have actually wasted a lot of your time, and now you have to do the same thing, like you have to start from the beginning, you have to start from the scratch, and from there you have to actually grow. So it is better that you understand it early when you are doing your graduation. At that time you have to understand that after 3 4 years you have to do job, and you have to find out your way to earn, you have to make your living. So how can you do it? Again, the thing will come to this place, this point, that we have to understand the world, we have to understand the market, and we have to understand what are the different necessary skills that we should have. Otherwise, it is not like you will be just thinking, you will be just expecting that you will get job, but in reality you do not have any skill set. You do not know how to actually solve problem, how to actually fix things, how to make products, how to make services. So if you do not have any idea, then why other organizations will hire you? There should be a reason, because the organizations want actually qualified people. Organizations want those who have experience of work, those who have skill sets. They will hire those people. So it is a very easy thing that you become a skillful person, and organization will definitely take you, definitely hire you. So this is a very general concept, general thing, and all of us actually go through these kind of advices. So why it is not working, why you are not taking up these advices? Because you do not actually see what is the truth, what is the reality, where you are, who you are, and what is your potential, what you can do, what you cannot. So until and unless you can assess yourself, until and unless you know yourself better, then things will not be sorted, things will not be clear in your mind, and you will be in confusion. So actually most of the youth are in confusion, that's why they are not able to actually spend their time, developing skill, working in some projects, in the problem solving, critical thinking, and developing himself or herself. Particularly there are things which are very much important for today's generation jobs, very importantly the communication skill development, particularly in English. So why you are running away from this, why you are actually escaping that? You It is very optional, like people are like pretending, students are pretending like they do not need this communication skill development. So communication skill development is a very very important issue, very very important skill that you all must have. There is no option, and particularly in English. So what is this skill? If we actually go in detail, it is like you should not hesitate talking in that particular language. That is a kind of a organizational language or industry language in this generation. This is English, everything in English, and all the digital platform where you will be working, maybe a very customized software, maybe a general software, maybe any kind of web portal, everything is in English. So any kind of job, any kind of software, any kind of platform, any kind of communication demands that you have a communication skill which is up to the mark, because people is not people is not going to tolerate you when you are talking in broken sentences, broken words. You cannot pronounce say words, or you cannot make sentences. No one will listen to you actually. So what is important? You must speak, you must be able to express yourself. It is not a very rocket science. The thing is that we are not very much sensitive to this issue, particularly the communication skill. And when the time comes, we cannot actually portray that, we cannot actually express that when the situation demands that you have to communicate in that particular language, particularly in English. And we actually give excuses like I am from this medium, that medium. People will not listen to you. It is not like what argument you give, it is like how much efficient you are, how much actually well you are in that particular communication uh, uh, protocol, communication, communicative language. So you don't go in that particular kind of thought process or arguments, that you are always behind the arguments, you are always behind some reasons. Why should you have a lot of reason when you do not actually possess that particular kind of skill? So can't we actually develop ourselves, can't we actually make ourselves very much communicative, make ourselves very much efficient for the organizations? Definitely we can. But thing is that no one is actually talking about it in that particular frequency or intensity. We must speak out, we must be louder enough that everybody of us existing in this existing world must have skill sets. And what do you mean by the skill set is you are working in particular area and actually making yourself a very much skillful person. Now any area, let it be kind of like you can repair air conditioners, you can repair refrigerators, you can repair motorcycles, you can repair car, you can repair anything, or you can actually produce things, you can work in the factory automations, you can work in the IT industry, you can work in any kind of industry. So you have to choose it, na? Once you have chosen your area of expertise, that you want to be expert in that particular area, then give your 100% all the time you think about it. Otherwise we have no other option. If you just waste your time thinking or just doing nothing, or just having a thought like you are doing enough for your career, then I'm sorry, you are not going to get the what you are expecting, what you will expect in future. Because the market is nowadays is like a very skill based market. Every one of us have to show our skill, because there are organizations those who are ready to take us as an employee, and they are expecting that we'll show our skill. Maybe a government organization, maybe a private organization or semi government organization, public sector, maybe a startup, anything. Particularly the startup culture nowadays, it is evolving in India, and they are recruiting many graduates or skillful person, so you can be one of them. Now, if you resist yourself, if you actually don't understand that what is the market, what you should do, what kind of skill set you should have, and what should be your mindset, and where you are now, and as a person, are you ready to face consequence if you do not have skill, and if you don't get job, if you don't make yourself such person who will earn his or her own bread and butter. If you can tolerate that, if you can actually absorb that situation, then it is okay. But I don't think 99% aspirants or students are in condition where they have to earn their living after certain period. Maybe it is 2 years, maybe it is 3 years, maybe it is 4 years. Many of the students come to me and say that their financial condition is not good, and their parents are very much in struggle, helping them, having the degree, spending money, and they are struggling with their struggling financially, and they are actually completing their degree. So from that level, there are parents who are having the money little bit and spending for their kids education. So you can understand, maximum family is not in the condition that if the student or if that child is not going to do anything in the future as job, that parent cannot make arrangements for that kid to actually have resources for entire life. Is it possible? It is not. Then we have to come to terms with it, that if we do not actually make ourselves capable, how can we go and earn money in the future when my family need money, when I need money, when my parents are not able to give me that particular resources for a longer period of time. So you have to calculate how much time you have, how much money you have, and how long you can sustain with that money. You have to know. I'm telling this to the graduate students, not a student who are in school. Yes, they have to be aware about this condition, about the financial condition of the family, particularly. So when you know about the financial condition of your family, and you know what you have to do in future, you have to earn money, then why you are wasting time? This is the prime time that you have to be very much motivated. It is not like a very you are like bound to do that. You are like you don't want to do it and you are doing. No, we have to think that if we have to make ourselves, our life a meaningful one, very much meaningful, and we want to do something in our future, this is the thing what we have to do at the first level, that we have to capable, we have to stand on our feet, and we have to earn money. Then we have to take care of ourselves. Then if it is possible, we have to take care of our family members, our parents. This is enough. Now what you want to do in future, that is a different thing too. At the beginning, you have to understand you are in a condition where you have to think about your skill set, you have to develop yourself, you have to make yourself capable of earning, and you should not be spending time gossiping. You should not be spending time, too much time. You spend time gossiping, you spend time on internet, you spend time on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, WhatsApp, everywhere. But it should not be that this is the only thing you are doing, and going college and coming, you are not just thinking about your career. Every day you should think about your career, what you're going to do in future, and you have to be specific day by day. It's not like directly you will come to the conclusion. When you give time, when you are involved in the process, definitely things will be clear. When you have clarity, then things are done. Once you know what you are going to do in future, and you are very much sensitive to it, then no one can stop you. You can actually walk the path, and you can reach the destination. What is the problem is we don't know about the future. Actually, we do not have that clarity that we have to walk that particular path. It is like we are in a situation, we are in a place where we do not see the future. Whose future? Your future. So with this, I'm concluding this video. Let me give more information about the career making and development in the coming videos. Thank you for watching.